Hi there, Lifting Consciousness family. How are you doing? I am sending you some love. Love and blessings from where I am to wherever you are in the world. I'm going to just take some cards from the Spirit Song Tarot. I was guided to do a collective reading this morning, so let's just see what comes through. And again, with that intention of it being from the pure white light of unconditional love. Okay, and it is for the collective. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but it feels like there are some messages that want to come through. Okay, what do we have? Yeah, straight away, 7 of Shells, 7 of Cups. Perhaps there are quite a lot of options ahead of you at the moment. This is a general reading, but take it how it resonates. What else do we have, please, for the collective? We have the 3 of Shells, 3 of Cups. That's all about getting in with your kindred souls, so the soul tribe, that joy, that sort of fulfillment that comes because it's cups energy from being around like-minded souls, but also kindred souls. So you know, we have differences of course, but we also share commonalities with people, and we can really vibe with people. So that's a sense of being around people that you vibe with. Okay, that's too many, but what I do have is another Cups card, 5 of Shells, 5 of Cups. But there may have been some feelings of needing to readjust yourself, because readjustment is actually written on that card. And that could have come after a period of maybe sorrow from pain in the past. This is all Cups energy. Now, we are in Cancer season now, so we are in water energy. So needing to go with the flow a bit more, and certainly getting in tune with our emotions. But yes, I'm just going to see if there's another card that wants to come out. I feel that there is. There's actually quite a few that just came out there. Justice in reverse, 7 of Acorns, 7 of Wands, 3 of Feathers, 3 of Swords, and 6 of Acorns, 6 of Wands. Yeah, so that in itself tells a bit of a story there. And we've got on the bottom Chariot, and it's in the upright. So that's actually Cancerian energy. So there we go. So, and it's Major Arcana, so it's powerful energy there, and it's in the upright. So there is that determined movement forward in the direction that you want to go. Okay, but of course Justice, which is Libra energy, that's also Major Arcana, is in the reverse. So it may be that a situation that you're in at the moment is feeling a bit unjust. It's not feeling fair. And that could be because of some resistance. And I say resistance because 7 of Wands makes me think of that sort of, it's after the 6 of Wands, which we also have at the bottom. But it's almost like 6 of Wands is victory, and it's victory after the battle often. So going through a hard time, having that victory, receiving that justice, you know, when it's flipped in the upright. But the 7 of Wands is almost, okay, so I've got through that, but it was hard. So I'm going to put my defenses up. So there is that resistance or defensiveness that can come from the 7 of Wands. Of course, it's 7 of Acorns in this deck. And that could have been because of past heartbreak, because we've got 3 of Feathers, 3 of Swords in reverse. So there needs to be movement away from pain of the past, almost releasing that, letting it go, expressing gratitude for it because it's allowed your soul to evolve, and we get stronger as a result of going through these painful experiences. But that does allow us to build up our defenses as well. So it could be that you need to release pain of the past, because of course sitting underneath that is that victory, the 6 of Wands, 6 of Acorns. So needing to be less defensive and recognizing that pain of the past needs to be released. And if you're feeling that, you know, victory is not going to be there and justice is not there, it will, but you need to actually release the pain of the past. That's what that's saying to me. And going back to the Shell cards, we've of course got 7 of Shells. That's a beautiful card there. So 7 of Cups. So there may just be a lot of options, and it could be that you're needing to make a choice, but it can lead to a bit of confusing energy sometimes, and that's why you need to go within and feel. Really embrace that water energy by feeling into it, and recognizing what is the right choice for you, not what others tell you is the right choice, but what's the right choice for you. And then the 3 of Shells, wanting to be in that playful energy around others that you vibe with. They're all in the upright, so that's great. And actually I love that card because it's got dolphins on it, and that's me being a typical Pisces. But yeah, 5 of Shells, needing to perhaps readjust. And we see here that the light is shining. It's almost like you're then lighting your path forward, because you've gone within, you've made a choice, you've moved out of that confusing state of the Seven of Cups, and you've made a choice, okay, the amount of options around you, you've made a choice, and then you're going to be, once you've made that choice, you will be around others that vibe with you, because if you're making a choice that's more in alignment with your soul, then you're naturally going to vibrate with the same people that share the same values. So that's why that's coming up in the middle. But that could take some readjustment. That might mean that the choice you need to make is going against the norm, or it might be going against patterns that you've previously held on to. Certainly previous readings that I've done within the past week have indicated that there's definitely still pain from the past and patterning from the past that needs to be released. We're going through a period of transformation. But of course, once that happens and you can embrace that readjustment and that transformation, you can light your own path. And that's when the Justice can then be flipped into the upright. But that's just to say that release the pain of the past in order to get that victory and be less defensive, okay, when it comes to pain of the past, because that's what you need to release. And of course, movement forward is there because we have the Chariot. Now, I'm just going to see what we have for love. So I'm just going to take a few love cards from the Universal Weight. Okay, so what do we have for love, please? Because that was a general reading. Of course, take it how it resonates, because certainly the first three cards are cups. So that's emotional. That's connected to our emotions. So the choice that you may have been relating to love, but it feels more general to me. It feels more about that choice for how you want to move forward on your path to be emotionally fulfilled, for your cup to be full, and then attracting others that are in the same vibration as you, and that way you can light your path. Okay, and I've just seen the Fool there and the Ace of Pentacles, so that's a leap towards a new stable beginning. Right, what do we have for love, please, Spirit, from the Pure White Light? This is for the collective, thank you. For love, Hanged Man. Okay, so you may be feeling a bit stuck, but this is also asking you to look at things from a different perspective. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now, Knight of Pentacles is in reverse on the bottom. That's hidden energy. That's how I read, okay? So the hidden energy is there at the bottom. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there may be just some stagnancy when it comes to love. Now, recognising that in the general portion of the reading, the Chariot was on the bottom, and that's Major Arcana, and that is movement. Knights are movement. So in love, it may be that there is a bit of stagnancy, but perhaps because you need to make the choice, going back to the general reading, of what vibes for you, because when you're in that vibration, then movement can be achieved in a love situation, if that resonates for you. So you might need to look at things from a different perspective to light the way. Again, recognizing lighting your own path there. And there is a sense of being a bit guarded. Again, that could be from pain of the past. And we have two Queens here, okay? So that could be saying that you might be dealing with an air sign and a water sign. Okay, so air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but you don't have to be. But if you look here, the Queens are looking at each other. There's a bit of a face-off going on here. And what we see is we have the Queen of Swords holding the Sword of Truth, and we have the Queen of Cups holding that cup, being confident in her emotions, leading with her heart. And it's sort of saying a couple of things to me. This is almost like working together to bring that balance and that harmony of the emotional fulfillment, but also making sure that you are living your truth and speaking your truth, because the Queen of Swords is very good at expressing her truth and communicating that. Queen of Cups very much into that feeling energy and that nurturing energy. But it could be that, and regardless of the fact that it's two feminines on the card, okay, this is just the energies of the card, it could be that there is a bit of a face-off, a bit of a kind of standoff at the moment because of a feeling of being a bit guarded and needing to look at things from a fresh perspective. And that could be what's leading to that stuck feeling and the stagnancy of no movement forward. It's almost like, well, you know, I'm feeling this, oh, but I'm thinking this. And that could just be within yourself. You might be a bit torn. You might need to just go within, reflect on that, but take that how it resonates, because it feels like there's a bumping of heads, whether that's with you and another person, or it's just within yourself, trying to balance out the feelings with the thoughts as well, and not overthinking things, but being clear about what you want, but also feeling into things as well. Let's just see what we've got from the Oracle. And I just found it interesting that they were facing each other. That's the way that they came out. Both owning their sovereignty, of course, but there is that sense of perhaps coming at things from different sides. And that can be a very good blending, as long as there's no conflict as a result, which could be why the different perspective is needed. I was drawn to look on the bottom where we have self-love. So definitely give yourself the self-love that you need and that you deserve. Okay, what do we have to support? This will just be overall, please, for the collective. What do we have overall? That one wants to come out. Yeah, there we go. Assessing the situation. And that makes me think of this, you know, again, looking at things from a fresh perspective. But this is taking a bigger picture view because, you know, we have the air balloon here. She's way up in the cosmos, and it's assessing the situation from that different perspective. So I feel that that is very relevant because that's come out as a message twice, really. And looking at things and really evaluating things, but not overthinking it. Being clear about expression, but remembering that you need to feel into it. But also taking that bigger look, feeling into things. And again, that could tie in with the Seven of Cups, Seven of Shells, with the options, because you might need to look at everything overall and really feel into what is best for you. And then on the bottom again, now we have action in reverse, taking the action that's necessary. Just drawn to looking again at this card. It is a card of number 9. So that is releasing. So assessing the situation for what it is, releasing what you need to, whether that's thought patterns, whether it's actual connections, whether it's a job, you know, however that resonates, whether it's an opportunity. I feel there's another one. Let's see what we have from the Wisdom of the Oracle for the collective. Yeah, there we go. And on the bottom, come to the edge. That's also very much the Fool vibes there, because that's actually taking a leap of faith. Yeah, we've got co-create in reverse and flexible. These have been coming out in the collective readings previously. So co-create is in reverse. So you need to recognize that you can create the reality that you desire, whether it's general, in love, however that resonates. You've got the power within. We are all the magicians of our own life. We can co-create with the universe, because whatever we're feeling inside, we manifest back to us in our external reality. So making sure that you're creating in alignment with your soul, definitely, but also remaining flexible to how that then comes back, because you might be manifesting something. We've of course got the new moon coming up shortly, but to put those intentions into what you're manifesting, but then being flexible about the results. It's almost like not having too much of an attachment to how the universe might deliver something to you, because you might be wanting love in your life, and you might be being very specific, but actually by saying, you know, I welcome love at the highest divine order for me, you know, into my life, and then being flexible about how that's going to be received. So that's just an example. So it could be anything, but being flexible. And what I'm also feeling here is it does make me think of the Hanged Man. I know it's a completely different pose, but this person here balancing on the egg is also looking at things from a different perspective. So that is very key, because we've got 3 cards that show that. You need to look at things from a different perspective, okay? So I hope that finds you well. Take care, and I will see you soon.